Man, I'm just taking everything one day at a time, and
I will attempt to keep it 100.
Let me see. How many kids you got?
we really talking about how we coexist and how we populate.
In a sensational movie that made fans drop their jaws and discuss for days, actor and television host Nick Cannon recently bought a rather unusual insurance plan. His eyebrow-raising act is in sharp contrast to his recently becoming a father to a complement of 12 children. Is this a genuine method of financial protection or a surreptitious promotional tool in disguise? In this video, we will look at the facts behind this strange insurance policy and see whether this story is not quite as sensationalized as it seems. However, let us start off by providing a brief background about Nick Cannon before we dig deeper into analyzing this interesting narrative. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below this video and notification bell so you don't miss any videos from us. Born on October 8, 1980 in San Diego, California, Nick Cannon's upbringing was far from ordinary. Raised primarily by his parental grandfather, who served as a strong father figure for both him and his biological father, Nick's early years unfolded in a challenging environment. Lincoln Park, Bay Vista housing projects. His childhood stomping ground was a southeast San Diego neighborhood, unfortunately riddled with gang activity. As a teenager, Nick himself became affiliated with the Lincoln Park Blood Street Gang. However, a turning point came with the tragic loss of a close friend, prompting him to leave that life behind. Nick's teenage years weren't solely defined by these challenges. In 1998, he graduated from Mount Vista High School in Spring Valley, where he held the prestigious position of president of the African Student Coalition. He also displayed his athletic prowess on the track and field team. Interestingly, his artistic talents were blossoming as well. During his teenage years, Nick formed a rap group called the G4 Bomb Squad. Alongside two other aspiring musicians, their hard work also led to opening gigs for famous artists like Will Smith, LFO, 98 Degrees, and Montel Jordan. This glimpse into Nick's early life paints a fascinating portrait of a young man navigating a tough world while taking stock of his undeniable talents. Nick's artistic drive didn't stop with rapping. After signing with Jive Records in 2001, he collaborated with Romeo Miller and the group 3LW on a cover of Parents Just Don't Understand for the Jimmy Neutron Boys Genius soundtrack. This early foray hinted at his musical versatility. In 2003, he launched his first album as a solo artist and named the track Gigolo with R. Kelly. Though commercial success did not come overnight, this was his debut in music and was followed by other songs such as Dime Piece and My Wife. But television was indeed the platform wherein Nick came into his own. He was later cast in a Nickelodeon TV show known as All That. This show exposed his comedy gigs until he got his own show, The Nick Cannon Show, which aired between 2002 and 2003. Indeed, Nick's comedy began in teenage years, where he performed comedy shows on his father's local public access television cable TV show. Such training that was full of laughter and learning was useful to him since it prepared him for the bigger stages that were ahead of him. His hard work finally paid off in 2010 when he announced his stand-up comedy tour starting at the Just for Laughs Festival in Montreal. This was a progression. He was now able to attract the attention of more people to his great work. He later on did his first stand-up show, creating the show Mr. Showbiz, thus establishing himself in the comedy niche. Not only was Cannon hilarious as a stand-up comedian, he was equally entertaining in other ways. He got his first shot at hosting the Wild 'N Out show when it began airing in 2005, and after the success of the Wild 'N Out show for a few seasons. He hosted America's Got Talent from 2009 to 2016, where he showcased his talent while entertaining the audience. Such a talent show where various artists were also presented enabled him to be supportive and demonstrate enthusiasm. Starting from finding new talents to demonstrating marvelous performance, Nick transformed into a favorite of the show. He also hosted Lip Sync Battle Shorties from 2016 to 2018, which was a show for children, and The Masked Singer from 2019 to 2021, which was a show full of secrets based on singing. However, in addition to hosting television programs and performing stand-up comedy, Cannon also made his way into the big screen. He also acted in several films, some of which are Drumline in 2002, a coming-of-age musical about a marching band, Love Don't Cost a Thing in 2003, a romantic comedy, and Roll Bounce 2005, disco musical set in the 70s. He even took on the role of the fictional footballer T.J. Harper in the film Goal 2, Living the Dream 2007. Not only does Nick possess vocal and dancing skills, but he also has the ability to write songs as well. In all the years that he has been in business, he has been an excellent businessman. By applying his knowledge of youth culture, in 2009, he was appointed chairman of the Teen Nick channel of Nickelodeon. In this position, he is directly involved in the channel's growth and contributes ideas on how to sustain its appeal to the youthful audience. He also extended his creativity by developing a sketch comedy show, Incredible Crew, which aired on Cartoon Network in 2012. This series proved that he has an instinct for comedy and knows how to develop talented comedians. In the year 2015, he decided to bring the spirit of an entrepreneur to join Radio Shack as the chief creative officer. In order to bring back the brand, he intended to relate it to the segment that involves young people because he understood that being ahead of the competition is very important. Nick Cannon has a projected net worth of $45 million as of the year 2023. This is actually a great sum of money, laying down the fact that he has been earning his money from different sources: television host, actor, rapper. He is, and none of these have hampered his financial success in any way. As much as hosting shows like America's Got Talent, he was able to receive considerable figures. Furthermore, he has engaged in very lucrative brand sponsorships, which show that he has marketability and clout. It is obvious that along with financial capital, Nick possesses other forms of capital. He has managed to acquire various valuable assets like gold worth more than $200,000, classic cars, and expensive watches worth more than $500,000. These possessions reflect the refined and luxurious aspects that he is associated with. It is also important to point out that his liabilities total $8 million, which would suggest that he is willing to assume a certain amount of risk in an effort to achieve his business objectives. This risk-taking nature is seen in most great business people, hence entrepreneurship is often associated with risk-taking. Cannon's talent and dedication have been recognized by the entertainment industry. He has received numerous awards and accolades for his work in television and music. In 2007, young Cannon made history by winning the coveted Cannes Chopard Breakthrough Actor of the Year award for his performance in the film Bobby. This prestigious award established him as one of the most promising actors, and he became the youngest actor to ever take home the award. Thus, in 2020, Cannon got his nomination for Outstanding Competition Program for his work on the show The Masked Singer, which demonstrates how significant the show is for the entertainment industry. He has not limited himself to one genre when receiving honors. Cannon has earned 2012's Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series for Up All Night. This award shows that he can handle both funny and serious roles as an actor in the screenplays. For the film The Misfits, released in 2022, he was nominated for the Worst Supporting Actor. Even though a joking nomination, it proves that he is ready to face various complex and different tasks. He was also awarded a nomination in the Black Reel Awards and the Viewer's Choice of Best Breakthrough Performance in 2003 for Drumline. These awards and nominations prove that Cannon was not only talented in the movies, but also in television and comedy. In particular, his win at the Cannes Film Festival is considered a notable accomplishment as it demonstrated his aptitude and future possibilities in dramatic performances. A perfect example is Nick Cannon and how he continues to forge on regardless of the numerous challenges that he has faced in his career. He has never stopped experimenting, challenging, and creating both in show business and in the business, assuming an outstanding career. However, his personal life is another aspect that has drawn much attention as well. Nick Cannon is a father of 12 children, all from different mothers. This includes Moroccan and Monroe, born in the year 2011 to his ex-wife, Mariah Carey. They started dating in 2008, and their marriage that followed was just 6 weeks only, even though they parted ways in 2014 and officially divorced in 2016. The former couple remains good friends. Cannon still goes on fawning over Carey, referring to her as his love of life while complaining about the stress and how hardworking she is. Cannon and Carey separated, but they continue to be good co-parents, ensuring that the twins are well taken care of. For the past few years, they have not fought at all, and this shows that their children are important to them. Nevertheless, Cannon claims he has a great deal of respect for Carey. However, he has stated that he does not plan to get back together with her. Their current relationship and the way they co-parent may be rather complicated. That is why it turns into a bridge too far. Another important partner in Cannon's life is Brittany Bell. They started dating in 2014, but they only became an item in 2015 after he separated from Mariah Carey. Bell, who is experienced in beauty pageants and has worked as a dancer and model, attended Arizona State University and has a degree in broadcast journalism. Not only was she a dancer for the Phoenix Suns NBA team, but she was also crowned with the Miss Arizona USA title in 2010 and Miss Congeniality in 2009. Bell gave birth to her first child, a son named Golden Sagan Cannon, in February 2017. Nick Cannon took to Instagram to share his happiness for their growing family. Their daughter, powerful Queen Cannon, was born in December 2020, with Nick commending his wife Brittany for the natural water birth she had. Rise Messiah Cannon is their third child born, a son whom they welcomed in September 2022. Cannon and Bell are sometimes seen apart and sometimes together, but they are both adamant about co-parenting. He's also economically responsible for the child since he gives Brittany $80,000 every month in child support. Brittany, who has always been a support system in his life, accompanies him to functions and occasionally posts family pictures. First of all, they do not get married. Instead, they decide to have a permanent relationship. Abby De La Rosa is another example. She accidentally met Cannon in 2015. However, they did not start dating. Zion Mixolydian and Zillionaire arrived in June 2021 and Beautiful Zeppelin in November 2022. Cannon and De La Rosa are not monogamous partners, which means that they engage in sexual activities with other individuals. De La Rosa does not regard it as her forever one and wants to be monogamous in the future. She calls Cannon her main partner and the father of her children. While Cannon and De La Rosa have an open marriage, the two still share a healthy co-parenting relationship for the sake of their children. De La Rosa has admitted at times feeling jealous, but she said she is close to Cannon and has trust in him. She has always revealed her postpartum issues and her hesitation to expose her family reality to her fans. Bray Tiesi is another woman whom Nick Cannon has dated. They were introduced years before they began dating. Tiesi, who works as a model and a real estate agent, first met Cannon when the latter was hosting the MTV comedy show Wild 'N Out. She guest hosted the show several times, and this gave her a chance to interact with Cannon and ultimately land in a romantic relationship. Later in January 2022, Cannon revealed to viewers of his show that he and Tiesi are expecting their first child. Tiesi also welcomed their child, Legendary, in July 2022. The couple was able to combine Father's Day and their son's first birthday in the year 2023. Bray Tiesi and Nick Cannon are not exclusive to each other and are free to engage in sexual activities with other individuals. Tiesi cherishes the respect and love for Cannon as a person rather than focusing on the relationship. Despite being in an open marriage, Tiesi and Cannon still have a healthy co-parenting relationship where they focus on their child's welfare. Tiesi's connection with Cannon was well documented in the Netflix reality show Selling Sunset, in which she became part of the show's cast. The couple received harsh comments from some of Tiesi's fellow actors, who accused Cannon of having impure intentions and complicated emotions. However, Tiesi and Cannon have remained close friends and have even expressed love and support for one another on various social media platforms. Alyssa Scott and Cannon started dating in 2020. In January 2021, Scott announced that she was pregnant with a baby boy with Cannon through her pregnancy photo shoot in which she introduced their future son as Zin S. Cannon. This couple lost their baby son Zin in December 2021 because of a brain tumor. Halo Marie is their second born, and she was born in December 2022, making her a young one in the world. Cannon and Scott started dating in 2020, but are known to have a very toxic on and off kind of relationship. Nevertheless, they've been able to uphold a proper co-parenting relationship with the aim of sparing their children. Cannon has publicly declared his affection for Scott and has supported her through the trying times when their son was critically ill. Her Selling Sunset cast members have backed her up, complimenting her for being strong and pushing through. The ability of Nick Cannon to produce children has become topical, and this has forced him to do something peculiar. To promote the men's care brand Dr. Squatch, he has negotiated for a $10 million insurance policy for his balls. This, achieved through MMA Momentous Insurance, was part of a marketing campaign for their ball valuation tool. The tools humorously assessed his testicles value based on size, features, and even bedroom skills. This earned him the title of Most Valuable Balls and the hefty insurance payout. The policy protects against potential damage or loss, ensuring his ability to continue fathering children without financial burden. Motivated by becoming a father for the 7th time, Cannon aimed to safeguard his reproductive health. The policy also offers financial security for his family. In case of any testicle issue, the payout would significantly support them. This insurance provides peace of mind knowing both his fertility and his family's well-being are protected. Another such instance involves David Lee Roth, Van Halen's legendary frontman. He took a bold step by insuring his sperm for a cool $1 million. This unusual policy, reportedly obtained in the early 2000s, sparked discussions among fans and media. Roth claimed the insurance was a precaution against potential paternity suits. Known for his numerous flings and having fathered children with different women, he aimed for financial security in case of a lawsuit. Adding some details, reports suggest Lloyd's of London, a company famous for unusual high-risk policies, underwrote the insurance. The policy likely covered his sperm for several years, with regular medical checkups required to confirm sperm health and viability. By insuring his sperm, Ross secured financial protection against paternity suits. This provided peace of mind and financial security, allowing him to focus on his music career without the burden of potential legal costs. Ross' decision to insure his sperm wasn't unique. Celebrities often safeguard their valuable assets with insurance, extending far beyond the typical home and car. Their bodies, voices, and even smiles can be insured for millions. Take Rihanna, for instance. After winning the 2007 Celebrity Legs of a Goddess award from Venice Breeze, she secured a $1 million insurance policy for her legs. This recognition cemented their value, and the policy ensured financial protection if anything happened to them. In a similar manner, Tina Turner's fantastic legs, upon which much of her eye-popping performances hinged, were said to have been insured for an amazing $3.2 million. This is to emphasize the significance of her attractiveness and her functionality as a nurse. Mariah Carey, the renowned singer with a 5-octave vocal range, also took a bold step to safeguard her most valuable assets, her voice and legs. Her insurance policies include both her voice and legs, which she insured for $35 million each, a testament to her professionalism and love for her audience. It is a decision that tells a lot about her talent and her capacity to negotiate a relatively high fee for her enchanting performances. Nevertheless, Carey's decision to insure her voice was not based on frivolity, but rather its functionality. Her voice is her tool for singing, and any harm or loss for her is a direct threat to her job as a singer and her livelihood. The policy possibly protects against various kinds of risks, such as getting an injury or developing an illness, up to and including death. Imagine an awful situation like vocal cord nodules or a respiratory problem. These could significantly limit her performance level to what her fans are expecting. Thus, Carey has insured herself in order to protect herself financially and continue to bring her gift to the people. However, Carey's vision does not limit herself to her voice. Her legs are also an attribute of the stage performance and are very vital for her dances. In the same way, in the elaborate costumes that she wears or when she is dancing, her legs are an added asset that enhances the show. The exact nature of her leg insurance policy is not known to the public. However, some sources indicate that it may address some unique issues such as injury or even slight imperfection in the legs. Image is one of the most essential commodities in the entertainment industry, and Carey is not ready to lose her stunning figure. Mariah Carey isn't the only celebrity to take out an unusual insurance policy. Bruce Springsteen, known for his powerful vocals and electrifying stage presence, reportedly insured his voice for a cool $6 million. This highlights the shared concerns among singers who rely on their vocal abilities for their careers. In the world of sports, Troy Polamalu, a former American football player with a signature hairstyle, took a unique step by insuring his hair for $1 million. This unconventional move showcased the value placed on his distinct image and the potential impact a change in appearance could have on his brand endorsements. The world of fashion offers another example with Heidi Klum, a supermodel known for her statuesque figure. She reportedly insured her legs for $2 million, with one leg valued slightly higher due to a small scar. This story underlines the importance of physical appearance in the modeling industry and the lengths some go to protect their assets. These examples showcase the diverse approaches celebrities take to safeguard their careers, from protecting their voices and bodies to ensuring unique physical attributes. These insurance policies demonstrate the lengths some go to in a competitive and image-conscious industry. Now, let's shift our focus back to Nick Cannon's $10 million insurance policy of his testicles. This unusual move has certainly sparked a wave of curiosity and debate. On the one hand, it highlights the significance his fertility plays in his life. Despite facing criticism suggesting he should put a halt to his fatherhood, Cannon has publicly stated his desire to potentially have more children. This suggests a strong commitment to his family, building goals, and a willingness to take steps to ensure his sperm remains healthy for future generations. However, there might be more to this story than meets the eye. Cannon's decision to insure his testicles could also be interpreted as a strategic move to deter negativity. The hefty insurance sum might serve as a deterrent to potential critics who might try to attack his fertility or reproductive capacity. In essence, the insurance policy becomes a symbol of his unwavering commitment to his family and his plans to continue expanding his lineage. We hope you enjoyed this exploration of Nick Cannon's unusual insurance policy. What are your thoughts on this intriguing decision? Is it a genuine effort at family planning or a cleverly disguised publicity stunt? Share your thoughts in the comments sections below, and let's keep the conversation going. And if you enjoyed this video, you should like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this one. And I highly recommend that you watch this video as well. And I'll see you all in the next one.